Well, I mean, this reminds me of what's happening right now with the Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
Let me just say this. Dalai Lama's a child molester.
You know
I'm just going to say it flat out.
You know,
from what I saw in that video, you can't talk your way out of that.
You know, and I wouldn't. Look here. It was so bad. Catholic priest went. Let you see. How come he get to do it? But I will say this: that most people do their shit in the dark. The fact that he did it so openly, let me believe that either he was that obtuse or really didn't understand, or there was really no malice associated with it. People just don't tend to, unless you Donald Trump and you commit crimes in front of the, it just defies logic that he didn't take him back to the rectory. He didn't invite him over. They didn't go on a camping trip. He did something. And listen, I was just as appalled as everybody else. And I'm not going to make excuses for anybody, but I think most people tend to do shit like that in a dark place.
Well, yeah, and he actually responded to it. He said, a video clip has been circulating that shows a recent meeting when a young boy asked His Holiness the Dalai Lama if he could give him a hug. His Holiness wishes to apologize to the boy and his family, as well as many friends across the world, for the hurt his words may have caused. His Holiness often teases people he meets in an innocent and playful way, even in public and before cameras. He regrets the incident.
Let me tell you,
he talks about a hug, but he doesn't talk about like the sucking of the tongue. Like what in the hell? What in the hell? You ask a little boy to suck your tongue?
Let me tell you something. It was disgusting.
It was disgusting.
Good luck serving a warrant in the Himalayas. Good luck with that shit.
Like, I ain't walking up that hill.
It's interesting because we are a society that it is always the people that we hold in the highest esteem that take the biggest presumptions. The people that we hold in the highest esteem, it's always our religious leaders, the Boy Scouts, it's always, coaches, it's always people that are held to these unassailable standards, and then they get away with murder. But I just think that most people who do shit like that do it in the cover of darkness. And it's weird that somebody would do it like that out in the open if he really thought that he was. It was very pedophilish, so I can't really make an argument for it. So,
well, I mean, he's 87.
If he kissed my son, we'd be fighting.
Right, because he's 87 years old. I think at a certain point, once you reach a certain age, you don't really remember to check yourself, and you're just functioning off instinct at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to be politically correct or whatever. At 87, he's damn near 90. So it's like, I'm just going to do what I usually do behind closed doors and not thinking.
But look, it's amazing how our age and what we think is right or wrong are associated with how somebody makes us feel. If you write a good song, or tell a good joke, or make somebody feel closer to an entity, you could fuck people, you could molest people, you could do whatever. But it's always, that's how bad we as a society need to feel good. As a society, we need to feel, because they are responding to what you activated inside of them, as opposed to what they're saying. Somebody that made me feel this way could never. Somebody that made me laugh like this could never. Somebody that sung a song like this could never. And they take it for granted.